together. So the intention for today is obviously an aligned class. So the encouragement with today's class is to look for where is all of this aligned in your life. And we're going to focus on the core of the body. So the deep core, and similarly, the deep core in the alignment with your life and how you're living it. We'll be working today with some bandhas, which are basically contractions around different areas of the body that just help for the core to be a lot more strong and stable so that we can practice safely. So that's what we're doing today. So when you're ready, I'm encouraging you just to come into your comfortable seat, whatever that is. And just allowing yourself to settle into your body. Allowing the eyes to close. Allowing the spine to reach up towards the heavens. And allowing the tailbone to reach down into the earth. Rolling the shoulders back and down to open the chest. And just allowing your breath to be nice and deep into the very belly of the body. The inhale expanding, and the exhale gently releasing and relaxing inwards. Maybe breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, or in and out through the nose. And just allowing your whole self to arrive here into this moment. Just you, your body, your breath. And as you start to feel everything settling down, I invite you just to draw the sense of alignment into your consciousness. Whatever that may feel like to you, whatever that might look like to you, smell like, taste like, just allowing for that consciousness to be present. And then feeling your spine lengthen even more. Feeling the pelvic floor start to draw in and up. And then as you exhale, let it draw out and down. Drawing in and up as you're ready. Feeling the contraction around the outside of the pelvis as you draw the inside up. And as you exhale, letting it go, releasing, letting it expand. This sensation in yoga is called Mula Bandha. It helps to stabilize through the hips, through your deep core, and supports your lower back as you move throughout your practice. It's also the same set of muscles that engage when we bend from the knees and lift from the knees, or when we try to drink something thick through a straw. It's that sensation of drawing up. So this is Mula Bandha. And then Uddiyana Bandha is the bandha that we use more around our tummy muscle area. And it's that sense of drawing in, but making sure you can still breathe. So as you're ready, as you next inhale, I'm going to encourage you to draw in and up through the pelvic floor, and then in towards the spine through the lower belly. Contracting these two bandha together is going to be the focus of our practice today. All right. So when you're ready, let's draw ourselves onto all fours. We're tucking the toes, hands are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. Spreading the fingers nice and wide, spreading the toes nice and wide. We're going to contract through the pelvic floor. Feel the lower belly drawing in. Feel the chin start to draw towards the tailbone and curl through the spine. As you inhale, starting to allow the pelvis to draw back, opening through the base of the pelvis, opening through the lower ribs, opening through the throat. Exhale, contracting through. Inhale, opening up. Just feeling that movement through the spine, but also that internal sensation, drawing in and up through the pelvic floor, lower belly, and then opening up. Feeling that alignment of your spine. Using your breath to move you. As you next inhale, allowing a neutral spine. As you exhale, we're going to work our chaturanga, where we draw the elbows inwards towards each other, shoulders are back and down, pressing firmly into the floor. Heart draws forwards, bending the elbows so that they rest almost above the wrists. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, lower, keeping the elbows in, shoulders back and down. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale, lowering the chest all the way down. And then drawing the legs out from underneath you. Tops of the feet come to the floor. Inhale, gently lifting the chest. Lifting the hands. Engaging through the pelvic floor. Maybe lifting the feet. 3, 2, 1. Lowering the feet down, hands by the ribs, squeeze the elbows in, shoulders back and down. Press into the hands, feel the hips away. Opening through the chest, pressing into the hands, pressing into the tops of the feet. Exhale, pressing into the hands, drawing up through the pelvic floor, lower belly draws in, hips back to the heels, finding your first child's pose. Releasing the head down, maybe massaging the forehead on your mat. Allowing your spine to stretch out. Next inhale, we begin to tuck the toes, lift the hips away from the heels, press into your hands, shoulder width. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Begin to draw the hips back towards the heels, and then begin to straighten the legs. Starting to pedal through each heel, lifting and lowering. Your feet are hip width apart, your hands are shoulder width apart. Inhaling up on toes, bending the knees and lowering the heels as close towards the floor as possible. Drawing up through the pelvic floor, drawing in through the lower belly. Mula Uddiyana Bandha. Pressing the weight back towards the heels, creating the alignment in the spine, engagement through the core. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Inhaling, lengthening the legs, coming up on the toes, bending your knees and stepping forwards behind the wrist. Just taking your time, just going as far as feels okay for you. Inhaling halfway, hands to shins, lengthening the spine forward. Exhale, relaxing down, releasing the arms towards the floor. Maybe a gentle sway from side to side, just to lengthen both sides of the spine. Nice deep breath. Beautiful. Next inhale, pressing into the feet, curling yourself up. Reaching the arms up. Exhaling up on toes. Nice. Lowering the heels, taking the hands through the heart space. Exhale, finding your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Feet are hip width apart, palms are facing forwards, shoulders back and down. Press down into the earth, drawing up through the pelvic floor. Noticing that relationship, the resistance, pressing down to help us pull up. Similarly, lower belly, drawing in, tailbone, scooping under. There's this sense of pushing inwards, this force inwards towards each other, creating a resistance. This is what stabilizes, engages all the muscles through our lower body and torso. Shoulders just above the hips. Chin gently drawing in a little towards the neck, just to straighten the back of the neck. This is called Jalandhara Bandha. Closing the eyes. 3 deep breaths, feeling that alignment. The pressing down, the drawing up through the pelvic floor. The drawing in of the lower belly, the tucking under of the tailbone. Chin drawing towards the neck. Shoulders above the hips. Ears above the shoulders. Feeling the breathing alignment that comes with that core alignment. As all the birds go wild. Alright, as you're ready, inhale, reaching the arms up towards the sky. Drawing up on the toes, feeling that engagement of the core. Lowering the heels. Lowering the hands down, rolling down. Inhale, halfway, hands to shin. Feeling that drawing in, that drawing back. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping back into your plank position. Remembering if this is a little too strong for the core, you just drop the knees. Remembering our alignment in our plank, we can't have the hips too high, like a halfway between downward facing dog. So just to check on our plank, let's lower the knees and then extend one leg back, and then the other, keeping the hips exactly where they were when you were moving. Nice. As you're ready, squeezing the elbows in, pressing into the hands, keeping the core engaged, drawing up through the pelvic floor. If you need to, you drop your knees, you lower all the way down. Heart draws forward. Tops of the feet to the floor. Nice work. You can do it. Lowering down. Right, stop the knees, lower the rest of the way. Beautiful. Inhale, gently lifting the chest. This time we're going to sweep the hands back, interlace them and draw the shoulders back and down. Engaging the buttocks, maybe lifting the feet. 3, 2, and 1. Lowering the feet, hands by the ribs, squeezing elbows in, pressing into the hands, lifting the hips. Good. Exhale, hips towards the heels. This time we're tucking the toes. Downward facing dog. So if we need to, still pedaling through those legs. If we're tight through the hamstrings and the calves, just keep the knees bent. We're pressing into the heels of the hands, drawing the hips back towards the feet to lengthen the spine. Drawing in through the pelvic floor, Mula Bandha. Drawing in through the lower belly, Uddiyana Bandha. 3 breaths. 2 breaths. And 1. As you're ready, looking towards your hands. Draw your right knee in towards the chest and step it forward between the hands. Using your right hand if you need to get the right foot the rest of the way forward. Left heel comes in, 45 degrees. Pressing into the feet, feeling that pressure down to help you lift up through the pelvic floor and lift the core up. So use the feet. You're pressing down. Beautiful to lift up. The pressure is through the outer edge of your left foot and the four corners of your front foot. Bend that front knee a little deeper so that the kneecap works in alignment with the toes. Try not to let the knee fold in. We want it to work towards the little toe side of the foot. Back left thigh now spirals in. Front right thigh spirals out. Tailbone scoops under. Lower ribs in. Pelvic floor draws in and up. Shoulders above the hips. If it's comfortable, hands to the sky. If not, palms to the heart. You've got the palms to the heart, pressing into the hands, otherwise keep reaching. Open through the chest. 3, 2, and 1. Reaching forwards halfway. 3, 2, 1. Lowering the hands all the way, coming up on the back toes, stepping back into your plank. If you need to, lower the knees, breathing in. Exhale, lower. Nice. Tops of the feet to the floor. Inhale. Lift the chest. Interlace the fingers behind. Shoulders back and down. Engage buttocks. Lift feet. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Lowering the feet, hands by the ribs, squeeze elbows in, pressing into the hands, opening the chest, opening the hips. Maybe pressing into the tops of the feet and lifting the knees. 3, 2, 1. Pressing into the hands if the knees are lifted. Rolling over the toes. If not, hips to heels, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Taking 3 breaths here, pressing down through the feet and hands to help you draw up through the pelvic floor and the lower belly. Pressing your body weight back into the heel. And then as you're ready, inhale, rolling forwards towards your plank. Draw your left knee in. Step the left foot forward. Lower the right heel in 45 degrees. Pressing into the outer blade of the right foot. Pressing down through both feet to help you draw up through your core. So we're pressing through the outer blade of the right foot. Our left kneecap is working in alignment with the toes, trying to get the knee above the ankle and the hip in alignment with the knee. The right thigh spirals inward. The left thigh spirals outward. Let's take the hands to the hips, helping us to open the chest. Roll the shoulders back and down. Lower ribs in. Chin drawing towards the neck. And then maybe we lift the arms. Pressing down through the feet, lifting up through the fingers, lifting up through the core. For 3, 2, and 1. Reaching forwards halfway, lengthening that lower back and engaging your core. 3, 2, 1. Hands draw down, stepping back into your plank, breathing in. If you need to, lower the knees as you start to lower through toe under. Tops of the feet to the floor. Inhale, opening the chest. Reaching the arms back. Keep reaching through the fingers. Then maybe engage the legs. Then maybe bend the knees. And maybe take hold. If you can take hold without having to drop the knees and lift the pelvis, maybe pushing the feet into the hands and opening through the chest. Otherwise, just having a go. Maybe letting go of the feet, but bending those knees. 3, 2, 1, releasing if you've had hold. Lowering knees, lowering feet, hands by the ribs, squeeze elbows in, press into the hands, lift the hips, maybe lift the knee. Breathing here for 3. Feeling the length of the front of the body. 2. And 1. If the knees are grounded, remember hips to heels, otherwise rolling over the toes. Downward facing dog. Well done. Pressing into the hands, pressing into the feet, lifting through the arches of the feet, lifting through the pelvic floor. Lower belly in. Nice long spine by pressing into the heels of the hands and the pads of the fingers. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Inhaling up on toes. Exhale, bending knees. Stepping or jumping forwards behind the hands. Inhale halfway, hands to shins. Exhale, rolling down. Pressing into the feet, curling up. Feeling the drawing up through the core. Maybe reaching the arms out. Exhale, coming up on toes. Lowering the heels, taking the hands through the heart space. Good. Finding your mountain pose, finding your Tadasana. Closing the eyes. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. The inhale drawing into the body, into the heart. The exhale sending it out. Clearing everything out that's been stirred up from our practice so far. Breathing in. And out. 1 more in. And out. Just allowing a little bit of a shake off as I check our time frame. Cool, we've got 7:23. All right, so now we're going to work into our balancing poses. We've done our foundational flow and we've done some warrior 1. And now we'll do a little bit of balancing poses just to help us with that core alignment, because when you balance, everything naturally switches on. Okay, so as you're ready, feet are hip width apart again. Hips are above the ankles. And we just want to make sure that there's a slight bend in the knees. There's a softness in the joints as well as an engagement. So we're pressing down through the feet and we feel that drawing up through the pelvic floor. We feel the lower belly gently drawing in and that tailbone scooping under, creating that Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha. The chin draws a little in towards the neck, Jalandhara Bandha. Shoulders are over the hips, ears are over the shoulders. And from this place, we're going to transfer the weight into our right leg. And then perhaps start to play around with lifting the left foot away and just seeing how the balance is affected. And it might be that it's far enough just to have the tips of the left toes on the floor, and that's balancing for now. That's where you can feel comfortable to draw in and up. Otherwise, maybe drawing the left knee in towards the chest, flexing the toes for a bit more stability. And just remembering the rest of the body. You might want to have the hands on the hips just to give you a bit more stability and focus. And take your attention, your drishti, into a point where it's not moving and you can hold your attention. So you can just focus on feeling the alignment in the body, feeling the breath in the body, feeling the engagement through the core, the pressing down through the right foot. 3, 2, 1. From here, let's take the left foot either to the right ankle, so the toes can still be on the floor, and we work the knee back behind us to open the hips. We can have the foot to the calf, Or we can have the foot up into the inner thigh of the right leg, and we press them into one another as our left knee draws back. Again, hands can still be on the hips, or hands into prayer position at the heart space, or reaching the arms up to the sky. This challenges the balance. We need to come back to our balance, back to our focus, back to our alignment. Anytime it's too much, you just come out to a simpler version. Keep pressing down through that right foot. For 3, 2, and 1. Well done. As you're ready, allowing the left leg to come down, reaching the arms up, coming up on the toes. Drawing the hands through the heart space, we'll work through a flow just to stretch out that right leg. Lowering down. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step, or you can jump back into your plank. Hands are under the shoulders, feet are hip-width apart. You need to lower your knees, otherwise squeezing the elbows in, lowering down. Tops of the feet to the floor. Inhale, we'll just straight away open through the hips, maybe with the knees. Exhale, rolling over toes or hips to heels. Downward facing dog. If it's quite tight through the right leg, just pedal through the feet, lifting and lowering each foot. You can also bend the knee and swivel it over to the left. And do the opposite on the other side. Just taking a few more breaths here, just stretching out the legs, stretching out the spine. And then as you're ready, inhaling up on toes, bending your knees, stepping or jumping behind the wrists. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, curling up. Reaching up. Well done. Exhale up on toes. Lowering the heels, taking the hands through the heart space. And finding your Tadasana. Just taking 3 breaths. Maybe eyes closed, maybe not. Just finding your center as we prepare for the other side. Finding your inner focus as well as your outer focus. Softening the shoulders, softening the face, the jaw. And then as you're ready, blinking the eyes open. So when you're ready, just checking that your feet are hip distance apart. Slight bend in those knees, we're pressing down through the feet, drawing up through the pelvic floor, feeling that drawing in of the lower belly and the tucking under of the tailbone. Shoulders are over the hips, chin drawing in towards the neck, ears above the shoulders. Pressing down, lengthening up, practicing your breath, your alignment of breath with the full engagement of your body. And then starting to transition the weight over into your left leg now. Getting a feel for that left foot, taking more weight, and maybe it's just the tips of the right toes on the floor, and that's balance for now. Perhaps the hands are on the hips, helping you to press down through the lower body and lift up through the upper body. If it's more comfortable or if it's possible, maybe drawing the right knee into the chest. Maybe interlacing the hands around the shin or the kneecap and drawing the knee in, helping to lengthen the lower back. Just choosing what works, choosing where you feel most comfortable, where you feel the most balance, because that's the focus. Finding our alignment to get balance, using our core to find that alignment. Taking a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, Lowering your heel either to the left ankle, knee out to the side. Maybe it's the calf, or maybe it's the left inner thigh. And you press the foot into thigh, thigh into foot to help open through that right hip. Hands can be on the hips, or maybe palms into prayer position at the heart space, or maybe arms up to the sky like a tree. I'm noticing that my left leg is weaker than my right, and that's just really helpful for me to know. This can indicate that I want to spend more time practicing on my left to help it strengthen, because I'm more dominant on my right side. So just noticing, was it the other? Was it this? Stay with your breath. One more. And then gently lowering that right foot down. Hands together, coming up on the toes. Taking the hands through the midline, rolling down. Moving through our flow again. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jumping back into your plank. Lowering the knees if you need to. Remembering we always need to honour the body and where it's at. Lowering down through our chaturanga. Tops of the feet to the floor. Inhale, opening the chest. Maybe the hips lift, maybe the knees lift. Exhale, hips to heels or roll over toes, downward facing dog. Once again, pedaling through those feet. Moving through those knees, just stretching out those legs, stretching out the spine. Our downward facing dog doesn't have to be static, it's an alignment tool. Feeling that drawing in through the pelvic floor, the drawing in through the lower belly, the drawing in of the chin towards the neck. Well done. From here, inhale up on toes. Exhale, bend knees. Step or jump forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward. Inhale, curling up. Reaching up. Exhale, up on toes. Good. Lowering heels, taking the hands through the heart space. Finding your Tadasana. Pressing down through those feet, drawing up through the pelvic floor, lower core switched on. Shoulders back and down, ears above the shoulders, chin drawing towards the neck. Feeling the length through the crown, feeling the ground through the feet. Find your breath. Breathing with your whole being. Feeling the air moving in and out of the pores of your skin. Fully switched on, fully present, aligned with your core. Beautiful. From here, let's allow the hands to the heart, just over the heart. And just tuning in to what this alignment feels like for you. With everything that's been going on, what does this feel like for you? And how could this knowledge of your sense of alignment in your body serve you at this time? Could it help you feel stronger, more secure, more aligned with your values? Could it help you in relationships with others? Just let yourself feel it. Let the possibilities be felt in your body. And then as you're ready, we're just going to let the hands draw down the body, letting your knees bend as you draw your way down to the ground. And allowing your legs to come all the way out. So we've only got a few minutes left with the online side of things. So my encouragement once it cuts out is just continue with whatever you need to do to relax. It might be forward folds if you want to open the back of the body. It might be more back bends if you're wanting to open the front of the body. It might be if you've been on your feet all day or sitting down, returning the blood flow back to the heart with inversions. You choose what you want to do, okay? And take as long as you like. I recommend about 15 minutes just to really chill it out. Okay, so from here what we're going to do is take the soles of the feet together. Allow the arms to reach up nice and high. After all that core work we've been doing, just keep reaching. And just slowly, slowly allowing yourself to reach forward, feeling as though the spine is almost like a rod. And we're extending forwards. And then once you find that maximum and that stretch at the back of the body, you're just going to lower your hands down, palms face up, and roll the shoulders back and down. Drawing in and up through the pelvic floor, feeling the drawing in through the lower belly, lower ribs. And then allowing your chin to draw towards the throat. And then see if you can fold that little bit further on your next exhale. Your inhale lengthens your spine. Your exhale maybe allows you to release a little further. Your inhale lengthens. Exhale releases a little further. As you find your final maximum, just allowing the chin to really draw in and allowing your introspection to take place. Let's take 5 breaths here. As you finish your 5th breath, let's slowly draw ourselves up. And draw your right knee in, so your right heel in towards your pelvis. And if you can, allow your left knee to point upwards. Draw it towards the left armpit. And then see if you can just hook your left arm over and just play around with opening the hip a little bit. So just do what you can, but essentially you're rotating your foot inwards to allow the knee to draw outwards, and then just moving it a little back, like cradling a baby, but you're cradling your leg. Yeah. Nice work. And then from here, we're going to see whether we can just feel that left hip a little more open when we lower that left foot in front of the right. Good. Alright, so now into a twist. As you're ready, inhaling, reaching the arms up, drawing up through the pelvic floor, feeling the lower belly drawing in, relax the shoulders away from the ears and the chin drawing towards the neck, trying to allow the spine to be as straight as possible. From here, reaching your right arm back, and left hand comes to the outside of the right leg. Right thumb draws in towards the tailbone, arm draws towards the spine. Nice. Good. Inhaling, lifts up the spine. Exhaling, twists. As you draw up through the pelvic floor, lower belly draws in, twisting through the lower belly. Then the ribs, then the shoulders, and maybe turning the gaze, perhaps tucking the chin in to stretch through the back of the left shoulder and through your whole spine. Breathing up and down your spine. Taking one more deep breath in here. And then exhale, gently unwind back to center and reach the arms up. Breathing in. Feel the engagement through the core. Feel that zipping up through the body. Left arm draws back, right arm draws forward. Lowering that left thumb in towards the tailbone, fingers pointing away, arm in alignment with the spine. Back of right hand comes to the outside of the left leg. We press it into the leg, feeling that resistance to breathe in, lengthen, core switched on, and then rotating through the lower belly, then the ribs, then the shoulders, then the gaze, then maybe tucking the chin in, shoulders down. Breathing into the back of that right side, wherever you're feeling the stretch. Keeping the core switched on, keeping that attention switched on to your inner alignment, pelvic floor, lower belly. Chin drawing towards the throat. 3 more breaths. Nice work. Inhaling, releasing those arms up. Exhaling, taking the hands behind the hips. Leaning into your elbows. Pressing into the heels of the hands to open the heart. To draw the shoulders back towards each other. And if it's comfortable, maybe lifting the gaze towards the stars. Maybe moving the body weight a little from side to side. And if it's comfortable, maybe contracting the buttocks to lift the hips, to help open those hips a little bit more. As you're ready, chin draws in, lowering the hips back down, pressing into the heels of the hands. From here, we're going to draw the right leg in. See if you can hook that right arm over, left elbow if possible. Foot goes into that crease, and again, just cradling that right leg, just helping the hip to open. So if it's here, it's just a gentle movement and opening. If it's here, it's more of a cradling kind of movement. It's just opening the hip. So this arm should be around my leg. Yeah, so your right arm is around the right leg, wherever it feels most comfortable. And then your left hand is just helping to guide the movement, so it's not completely just floppy. There's a sense of being held. Yeah. 3, 2, and 1. And then we'll lower that right leg in front of the left. And then once again, we're going to breathe in, twisting around to the right. Pressing down through the hands, lifting up through the spine, twisting through the belly, then the ribs, then the shoulders, maybe tucking the chin in as you turn your gaze. 3 breaths. And then as you're ready, your next inhale reaches the arms up. Exhale over to the other side. 3 breaths. Core switched on. And as you're ready, gently releasing back to center. Taking the hands behind the hips. Bending into the elbows. Pressing into the heels of the hands. And maybe lifting the hips. Maybe opening the throat. Breathing here for 3, 2, And one, as you're ready, chin tucks in, you lower the hips down. Let's allow ourselves all the way down. Taking the soles of the feet together, knees out wide. And just taking your right hand to your lower belly and your left hand to your heart. And breathing up and down the center of your being. Feeling that pelvic floor, that awareness that's been broadened in our practice. Feeling the lower belly, our deep core engaged. As we breathe deeply and fully. Then as you're ready, we're going to draw the right knee in towards the chest and shuffle your left foot up towards your right buttock along your mat. Exhale, drawing your right knee a little closer to the body. Inhale, pressing the knee up into the hand. Exhale, drawing the knee closer into the body. Inhale, pressing the knee up into the hand. Exhale, drawing in. Inhale, pressing away. And then as you're ready, just gently swapping over. So your right knee is going to arc out to the side as your left knee draws in towards the body, shuffling your right foot along the mat towards your left buttock. Exhale, drawing the left knee into chest. Inhale, pressing away. Exhale, drawing in. Inhale, pressing away. Exhale, drawing in. Inhale, pressing away. Exhale, drawing in. And inhale, pressing away. Drawing your right knee out to the side and in towards the left. Extending your legs up towards the sky. Reaching the arms up towards the sky. Rotating through the ankles and the wrists. Just helping release all those muscles of the hands and the arms, all the muscles of your feet, your calves, your hamstrings, your knees. And then if you want to take it further into your shoulder stand, you can, where you plant the hands either side of the body and you roll the legs back, and then maybe bend the elbows, hands come to the spine, walk the heels of the hands closer towards the shoulder blades, and then pressing through the elbows, the back of the head, the shoulders, we lift up. If that's a little too strong, maybe just playing around with the legs over the head. Otherwise, just keeping those legs drawing up towards the sky. Might even choose to open the legs a little, stretching out the inner line of the legs. So just having a bit of a play with that, whether you're up in your shoulder stand or down on the floor. Just really allowing that inversion to support your body, reverse the effects of gravity. And if you're in your shoulder stand as you're ready, slowly drawing yourself out now, using your hands to support you, allowing your feet to draw all the way down, and then burying your right arm all the way under the body, palm face down, left hand buried all the way under the body, palm faces down, shoulder blades towards each other, staying here or pressing into your elbows and lifting your heart up towards the sky, pointing through your toes, staying here or allowing the crown to draw back towards the mat. Just taking some nice breaths here through the whole front of the body. And then allowing the chin to tuck in if the head's back, lowering your spine all the way down, allowing the arms to draw out from underneath the body, And then separating the feet out greater than hip width, toes flopping out, heels drawing in, palms faces up, coming back to your alignment. The chin draws in towards the throat to open the back of the neck. If you've got a hair tie, release it so it's more comfortable. Shoulders down your spine, allowing the hips to be open, the belly to be open, palms, soles of feet feel open. Allowing your heart to be open. Closing your eyes. And feeling your pelvic floor. Playing around with drawing it up on the inhale or the exhale, noticing what feels better. Playing around with drawing in through the lower belly. Just noticing what that does in the body. The chin drawing in towards the throat, opening through the back of the neck. Just noticing what that does. The peeling open of the chest, the shoulders. The peeling open of the hips. The full awareness of your whole body. The full alignment of your own unique body. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Then allowing your conscious control of breath to also settle. Allow your awareness of your bandha, of your different muscle contractions to be released. And let yourself sink into the earth. Feeling the earth coming up to cradle you, just as you were cradling yourself. Allowing the integration of your alignment within your whole being. No effort, just surrendering. So maybe starting to deepen the breath. As you feel your body your awareness come back online with your breath. Perhaps a little movement starts to creep back into the fingers and toes, the wrists and the ankles, the elbows, the knees, the hips, the shoulders, the head, the neck, the spine. And then maybe reaching the arms above the head and drawing the legs together in a final stretch, pointing through those toes, wriggle through the hips, maybe stretch through the left and the right. And then bend the knees and roll over onto your side, letting the bottom arm be a pillow for your head and the top hand rest in front of your heart. And just taking some nice deep breaths into your body, into your being, as you open the back body. And then keeping the veils of the eyes closed as you gently wind your way up to your comfortable seat. Once again, the last time, feeling that engagement through the pelvic floor as you press down through your sit bones, through your lower ribs, your lower belly, as you tuck your tailbone a little, feeling the shoulders over the hips, feeling the ears over the shoulders, feeling the reaching up through the crown, the drawing down into the earth, and drawing the palms into prayer position at the heart space, thumbs touching the heart. Soften everything else. Feeling your alignment in your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit, letting everything be held with love. Feeling the warmth of your heart emanating out throughout all layers. And then allowing that love to transcend out into the greater world. Letting your alignment affect beautiful change and alignments with the changes that are happening in our lives at this time. Letting your love branch out, sent out on beautiful tendrils to the greater world. Then as you're ready, starting to open the arms wide to gather back in the returned love from the rest of the world. The gratitude from your personal alignment, drawing it back in towards your heart. Palms come together and they draw up to the third eye, to your intuition, your sense of knowing what is right, what is in alignment with you and your soul, your spirit. Drawing the hands up to the sky, up to the cosmos, and then sweeping the hands down to the earth, bowing down in gratitude for what we have shared together tonight. As you're ready, drawing your hands back up to your heart, finishing our cycle for this evening with one round of Om. Breathing in. Jai Shri Satguru Maharaj Ki Jai. We hail the true teacher that is our true self, our true nature. May we continue to honor our authentic self and nature so that we may truly honor and love ourselves in this life. In acknowledgement of our practice tonight together, Namaste. I'm just following the sound of this singing bowl, this gold singing bowl, as it resonates through you as you end your practice. Thanks for joining tonight, guys. Thank you. You're welcome. Good night, Evan.